Okay, the next movie is called Byzantium. It's on Netflix, currently on Netflix. Came out in 2012. Directed by Neil Jordan, who made American Werewolf. Um, Interview with the Vampire. Sorry about that. Sorry about that long pause. He directed Interview with the Vampire and a few other good movies. And this is kind of like going back to that kind of style. And yes, this is about vampires. No big secret. I believe the first 5 minutes you see some vampire stuff, so it's not big. It's not a big reveal or anything. It's all over the internet, anyways. Um, it's a really good movie. The thing is, I think these characters called basically these two vampires that've been around for like 200 years. One looks like an 16-year-old. The other one looks like probably like 25, 30. And they just hide, do what they can, and they just run around. They're being chased by I guess a secret society of vampires, and just their existence is basically against their laws. So if these guys catch them, they're dead basically. And and it's done in a believable way. I don't think it's fake or looks dumb or like what's that movie Underworld with Kate Beckinsale? It's nothing like that. That's corny. um. Anywho, I say with this movie, the only thing I didn't like was this forced romance kind of thing with Eleanor. The character name is Eleanor. That's a 16-year-old. The one that looks like a 16-year-old. She meets this guy when she moved into this new town. She meets this guy called his name is Robert, and it's just so forced. It's so dull. I think it's the guy actor playing Robert. I think it's him. Anyways, but it's so dull and boring, and it kind of puts you to sleep. Everything else is fine. There's some good gore in the movie. It's not super gory. It's just some nice gore in the movie though. And other than the romance, I can't think of anything I didn't like. I really enjoyed this film. It's just that forced romance, just slow. It just anchored the movie down for me. And the two leads are played by Saoirse Ronan and Gemma Arterton, if I pronounced that right. Gemma is fucking gorgeous. If you see in the movie, she's at the beginning of the movie. When the movie starts, she's a stripper. Cause they're two vampires that just keep moving, and she does whatever she can. She does whatever she had to do to survive, cause they're being chased by these vampires, and there's a scene in the strip club, and you'll see what I'm talking about. God damn, man, she's she's fucking gorgeous. Like god damn. um. Other than that, yeah, it's visually very great movie. Just the romance stuff with the other characters are kind of boring, kind of lame. But I think it's a good watch. It's a good watch. It's worth watching, definitely. And yes, it's rated R. It's not PG-13 like other vampire movies of recent years. That's what I liked about this one, because it kind certain parts of it went a little far. Other vampire movies kind of like stick with the PG-13 or the Twilight, that nonsense. This one went with the it shows some blood. There's some bloodshed. Anyways, but yeah, it's very similar to Interview with the Vampire. They go back and forth to a certain period in time, and then they show you the present day, like 2012, I guess. I'm pretty sure it is, because yeah, they have cell phones and stuff. Yeah, I just wish they would focus on something else than this little fake love story. And at first, the character, the one that looks like a 16-year-old, was it Claire? Oh, Eleanor. At first, she doesn't want to get with this guy. He keeps bothering her, and you know why she can't do it. And also, she really wants to just talk about the last 200 years. She has no one to talk to. She goes town to town to town. Every time her mother, the other character fucks up, something happens, or you know, these guys catch these vampires catch up to them, and then it becomes a whole chase thing. You know, they chase each other around, and she's tired of it. 200 years of doing that, just running around town to town. You meet people, and then they got to kill people too to live, right? They're vampires, and she's basically still the character of Eleanor is just sick of it. She's just tired of it. 200 years of that, and she wants to tell her story, but that goes against everything they do, because they're gonna get caught by those vampires. I think they have a name to them. I can't remember what they're called. But the movie goes back and forth. It prepare for that. It's gonna go back and forth, back and forth. It didn't bother me too much, but other people go, "Oh, what's going on?" All of a sudden, it's 1940, 1840 or something. Yeah. I don't think they say what year, but they do. They go back and forth. Anyways, yeah, it's a really good movie. I really loved it a lot, other than the stupid love story part. Check it out. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed it or not, hate it, love it. Let me know. And thank you for watching. Take care.